Hi, I'm Charles Malky, biologist and plant expert with Ivy Organics, and this is another helpful gardening tip. Today you're actually in this section of our garden, and I just want to share a few trees, and we're going to talk about mulching and the benefits of mulching and where to actually get some free sources for getting some wood chips. I'm standing over here next to my Oro Blanco grapefruit tree, which is one of the sweetest of the grapefruit varieties. So I've introduced this here in my garden. You'll notice that on the tree trunk, I've actually painted it white with this product called Ivy Organics 3-in-1 Tree Guard paint. And what it does is it actually insulates the tree from, and actually just like a sunblock for people, it actually repels the sun so that the bark doesn't crack, which is a common problem with citrus trees as well as other fruit trees. And also in the winter, it also prevents sun scald, which is where the temperature in the tree actually warms up during the day, but the nighttime lows are still below freezing, and it can cause the bark to crack as well. So sunburn, sun scald keeps insects and rodents away. It's a preventative paint. So I've got that here on my tree to give it a longer and healthier life. You'll notice here I've got my Oro Blanco tree. Over here I've got my Bear's seedless lime tree. I've got over here my Fuerte avocado tree, and the Fuerte is known for being, in Spanish, Fuerte means strong. So this variety is one of those that actually survives cold temperatures better than most avocado trees. You can see, and again, this is first year, and you can see all of the barks on all of these trees are actually painted with this Ivy Organics 3-in-1 Tree Guard paint. So we've got that, and then I've got a guava tree over here that I've grafted, and then behind me is a Hass avocado. These trees are a little bit too crowded, so one of them is going to have to move, more likely than not, that guava tree, to allow space. But right now, while they're young, we're keeping it. But within the next year or two, one of them is going to have to be relocated. So here we are. I just wanted to share what I just picked up from my neighbor. They just had a tree removed in their backyard, and you can see it was a pine tree. So I've got a lot of needles in here and a lot of wood chips from the branches that were ground down. So I'm actually going to add this to as a top layer to the my soil. So we just put this down here, and if you can come a little closer, you'll see all this spread this thin, about 2 to 3 inch layer over the topsoil. And what this mulch does, these wood chips will do to your soil, is it actually insulates it, just like the insulation in your house. It keeps the soil temperature warmer, which will allow the roots to grow faster, encourages more soil organisms, which help enrich the soil. And all of this will actually feed the soil. It's got nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. All the things your plant needs are in here to help enrich the soil throughout the rest of the year. So a great thing to do, especially in the spring, keep weeds down, help warm the soil, and to also encourage more living organisms within your soil, enrich the soil. So many benefits. And just be sure not to put any chemicals in your soil or your garden or anything that would actually damage the living cycles within your soil, relationship with your trees, so on. So we just discussed this as a free source. If you hear any trees being removed in your community, keep your eye out for these free wood chips. But if you're in the Los Angeles area, I'm going to take you to another place that you can actually get your hands on free wood chips year round. Follow me. So here we're at a garden center, and I've got some black, brown, and red wood chips behind me. And let me show you how much this stuff's going for. So if you take a look here, and this is the average price I've seen at most nurseries, 2 cubic feet, $3.33 per bag. And if we take a look here at the ingredients, it's basically these wood chips have come from some forest products, and they've added a colorant. And the question to find out is, what is that colorant? And because this product doesn't say it's organic, and we don't know what the source is for the colors that are going in the wood chip, we got to assume that they're actually painting these wood chips with paint. And we don't want to introduce those chemicals that could be toxic to the soil organisms in your garden. Let me show you some better sources. Come and follow me. Here we are at the Griffith Park Compost Facility. The address, 5400 Griffith Park Drive. I'm about a half a mile away from the train station museum, and about a mile away from the Los Angeles Zoo. This is an excellent source for getting your hands on free compost, some free wood chips, and a lot of landscapers in the city of Los Angeles are taking advantage of this. And if you're in the area, so should you. Come follow me. So I just had to show you, look at how large some of these trees are that the city of Los Angeles is actually bringing down and hauling into these yards. Massive. This tree, check out this tree trunk over here. And it goes on and on and on. Look how far that goes. And these trees are brought every single day. Let me show you the finished results now. Follow me. So here we are. I'm standing on one of the piles here, one of several piles that they've got. This here is their compost pile. This is all basically fine grade. Let me show you over here. Some fine grade soil. This would be ideal for actually mixing into your native soil and using that, you know, before planting your vegetables. Ideal for when planting your fruit trees. So you've got this as an option, and you can take a look. This area was actually full this morning, and they usually replenish it every single day. And again, for free. Typically a bag of this soil would run for anywhere from $5 to $7 or $8 at your local nursery. So compost, and let me show you the wood chips now. Come over here. And then here are all the wood chips. All of the tree branches, all of the tree trunks are ground into this material, which all of the landscapers in town are using. Check this out. You got all of these wood chips. Perfect for landscaping your front yard, backyard. Again, another $3 to $5, sometimes $7 per bag. Ideal for your front yards, your backyards to help retain water into your soil. Ideal for feeding your soil organisms, and as well as helping to retain water moisture in the soil as well. But check this out. You've got this pile over here, this pile over here. And if you're gonna come down as I am here today, be sure to bring your trash bag, a very large pot. A lot of people I see come down actually with their trash barrels. You're simply gonna line it. And I found it most helpful to actually use a pitchfork when doing this. And we'll just fill it in. Once you've got a full bag, pull this bag out, throw it in your car trunk, fill up your next one. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, be sure to like it. Most importantly, subscribe below. Ivy Organics has a lot of YouTube videos out there right now to give you a lot of helpful gardening tips. Again, thanks for watching. Happy gardening.